into it in the meantime, doesn't really matter. Okay, that took a little bit while. Thanks for bearing with us throughout the intermission. Let me just close this. Okay, first victim. Is it still lagging really badly? I think it's because iTunes just opened by mistake because I misclicked. Is this the same person? Is this Delver again? There's like 2 people playing Delver that we keep running into. Come on, please close. Okay, so let's have a look at this hand. How's the lag? Is the lag still really bad? Hopefully it's fixed itself a bit. So we don't have an Allosaurus Rider. We can summon as Pact for an Allosaurus Rider. We have a Pact of Negation and Neoform. We've got a Petal and a Land Grant. So I think this is turn 1. Still 1 FPS. It's lagging really badly. God damn it. Sorry, everybody. Right, let's just let it settle down a little bit. This is not how we wanted this to go. Oh my god. Just quit. How hard is it? Dropping all the frames. Okay, well we're not under any clock pressure. So I think this hand is definitely a turn 1 by the looks of it. So we can land grant for we can summon this pack for Allosaurus Rider. We can land grant for a land. We've got a Petal for blue mana. So this should be fine. Thanks to the following Mirage Swamp, despite all the problems we're currently having. Please quit. Right, hang on. It'll probably close by the time I've done this now. We do have a turn 1 here, so it's definitely worth hanging around. Is it Streamlabs? It looks like Streamlabs is the one doing most of the damage, which is annoying. Okay, right, that's gone. Okay, let me know if it's improved. How are we doing now? Is this improving itself? So we're going to keep this. Let me know how the frames are doing. Are we still doing garbage? They did shuffle. But we do have a pact here, so we should be able to fight through a force, and we can actually fight through days as well. So right. Okay, let's not punt this. That's what we're trying not to do here. We're trying not to punt. So we've got a turn 1. So let's cast Land Grant. That's probably best just to lead on the Land Grant.
Cotton, let's see if it pays off for.
Because we've got 2 of them. It does show them what we're doing, but I don't think it really matters. They've auto-passed, which is great. Okay, so now we get to do this. Get an Allosaurus Rider. Let's not misclick. Yeah, that makes sense. So if everybody wants to refresh, that's probably worth it too. Okay, so I don't think I've screwed this up. I think we're all good. Have I screwed this up somehow? I don't think so. We need to exile 2 green cards, so we can exile the Worm and a Land Grant. Oh no, we can exile the Spirit Guide and a Land Grant, I guess. What should I exile? The Worm? So if they've got they are auto-passing. So I probably want to hold the Spirit Guide, but the Spirit Guide gets a lot worse around if they don't have days. So play the land out. What do we think I should exile to cast the Allosaurus Rider? Land Grant and Wurm, I think, is probably the safest, because we do not want to get dazed and forced. Hopefully the stream qualities come back up now. Yeah, way more to think about than in Modern, I totally agree. So I think I'm going to pitch the Wurm, because I don't want to get dazed. They did auto-pass, but I don't think it's worth getting cheese just in case they've stopped auto-passing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to pitch the Grant, pitch the Wurm, play this, cast the Petal, make a green, make a blue, Neoform sacking the Allosaurus Rider. I don't think we need to hold priority for anything. Get a Griselbrand and start drawing a bunch of cards. Oh yeah! Okay, so now we need to cast a Petal. It's not clicking anything mistake. So we haven't actually hit a Shoal, which is pretty bad. So we can chain a couple of Manamorphose. So actually keeping the mana was probably the right thing to do there. So cards that are dead. This is dead. This is dead. This is dead. This is dead. We've actually hit two really bad draw 7s there. So we can pack to find something if we need to. This doesn't do anything at the moment. So I think we're going to go Spirit Guide, cast a Manamorphose. We're just taking it nice and easy. We don't want to. We shouldn't time out, but we also don't want to make any mistakes. And then we'll make. I guess we'll make green blue, so we can cast the other Manamorphose, and we can also cast the Ponder at some point. Okay, we hit Nourishing Shoal, so that's really good. So we can pitch the Chancellor of the Tangle to the Nourishing Shoal. I think is fine. 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us another 7. So now we can draw another 7. I suppose we could pack for Guide for deck thing, but we need to draw the whole deck anyway, so I think that's fine. We could potentially pact this turn now. We've got the Lab Maniac. We do need more mana. I probably should have goldfished this before. Yeah, we could pack for the Wurm as well. That's probably better because that gives us 2 draw 2s, doesn't it? So let's pack for a Wurm. Wrong one. We want to do this. And to be honest, we can probably just cast this Lab Maniac at this point. So we've got 26, so we can draw 2 more lots. We can draw 14. I guess let's draw these first. Yeah, and we don't have any more worms, so I guess you don't need to think about the details. Yeah, that's fair enough. So there's no more worms in the deck. I have Revival to put Worm on top. Did I discard it? Or I exiled it, didn't I? Yeah, I just exiled it. I can't put Worm back on top. I could put Shoal on top, but I can't put... I've already used the second Worm is the problem. We had to pitch it. We were trying to play around days, so we pitched it to the... Yeah, just pitch a Chancellor. I'll just do that. So we have 5 left in the deck. So let's cast this. We can exile a Spirit Guide, exile a Spirit Guide, exile a Spirit Guide. And actually we can return... so I guess what we want to do, so I don't screw this up, is put a shoal on top of our deck, draw it with a Pondo or something. Oh no, draw it with the Manamorphose. So do I want to go Revival, put Shoal back on top of my deck. Yeah, Noxious for Shoal, yeah, exactly. And I can just do this off of green, I think that's fine. Then we can go Manamorphose off of these, make blue. Now we've got the Shoal, and now we just need to cast the Lab Maniac. So let's do this. Exile the Chancellor. Play the... where's he gone? Play the Lab Maniac. Sweet. There we go, we got there. Whew, we did it. We did it. How's the frame rate, by the way? So I don't think we want to change anything. I guess you could bring in Xantid Swarms, but I don't know what we'd bring those in instead of. They're just playing a blue deck. I'm not going to play any more clips, I think, because I might slow down the interface. Is it worth bringing in Xantid Swarms? Maybe? I sort of just want to click submit, honestly. But we did get the turn one kill, so that was pretty good. Oh no, sort of not that bothered. Alright, you have about a minute to tell me if you want me to swap anything out for Xantid Swarm, otherwise I'm just going to run it back. Yeah, I don't think we're here to sideboard either. But we'll have like 30 seconds just to collect our thoughts. That was the first game, yeah. That was the first game. We had a really sweet turn 1 kill. With Pact backup and extra mana to play through days. Yeah, but what am I going to cut for Xantid Swarm is what I mean. Oh, we can Pact for it? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, no, we can't Pact for it because you need to attack with it, right? That's not how that works. Shut up. I'm too gullible. Right, tell me what I'm cutting or I'm not bringing them in because I'm not going to think about this. You've given me the deck. I don't know what to cut. I am not very familiar with this, am I? Don't trust me to cut things for the swarms. I guess ponders, maybe? Like the brainstorms? I don't know. You got 20 seconds or I'm just going to put them back in the sideboard. Nice one, Tom. Tom, you should try the hard truth thing again. See whether it changes. I don't know what to board them for, so I don't think I care. I'm just going to click submit. We've got another game to think about it. So you had your chance. You've not told me what to cut, so I don't care. We're going to run it back. I guess I'd just cut the cantrips, but okay. So this is another turn 1, right? Not quite. Not quite. We're 1 green card short because these don't stick around. So this is kind of close, but this doesn't quite do it. If the Pact was a green card, this would be another turn 1 kill. Is it worth keeping this to try and draw a card though? Maybe. There's a lot of green cards in the deck, and we got double Pact, so we're not. I don't know really. We've also got redundancy in what this. I guess they could take this with something if they do play black, but other than that. I don't know how much better than this it gets if we mull, I guess. I don't know, Callum, you're going to have to tell me because I don't know how well this mulls. It seemed to mull, I assume it mulled pretty well when you were goldfishing. Yeah, I think this is fine to keep because we've got redundant packs, we've got redundant things. I think we're just going to slam the keep button on this. And we have another game anyway, so who cares? And our opponent has to basically mull to Force of Will anyway, which they might not even find. So, how's the stream quality for everybody else, by the way? Is it okay at the moment? Okay, so we drew a Pact, which isn't really what we wanted to draw, so we're going to pass and bin a Pact. It's good, sweet. So let's just bin this Pact. Which must be terrifying for them, honestly. I think, yeah, it's back to normal mulligans, which sucks so badly. Although, honestly, it's probably worse for the blue decks, because they have to mull to Force, and they have to go down cards massively in the dark, kind of. Whereas for us, we're still pretty resilient. Okay, so we're going to still bin another Pact here. We can't bin the Maniac. We've had pretty rancid draws here. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Does look like miracles. Sure. I mean, now we're past. Now we're into like turn 3. It sort of doesn't really matter what we do anymore. We're probably not going to win because our opponent just gets to find everything now. But I think this was probably a fine keep. And they got counterspell too now, so counterspell plus Force probably. I suppose it's an argument I should have binned one of these, to be honest. I probably should have binned... Oh no, I still need another green card, so I can't bin one of the green cards. No, I can't discard the Neoform because I need it as a green card for the Allosaurus Rider, Tom. That's the problem we've got. Now we're all good. Oh, I could have binned the Maniac. That's true. Yeah, I do have that in there. But now we're fine, so we've drawn the land, so we can do this. Let's play the land. Let's exile Evolution and Spirit Guide. Hopefully they only have one point of interaction. Sweet. Yeah, Maniac was the card to bin, but I didn't think about the Noxious Survival. Weirdly enough, I've not played this before. Oh, geez, we're super dead then if they've got a Force in hand? Yeah, so we just lose. Never mind. So they probably found the Force and... yeah, so Murder's not bugged. They probably found the Force and then found this, I suppose. Who knows? But we gave them too many turns, which is fine. But we were one draw step away from winning through that again. Okay, so this is fine. Right. Okay. Yeah, we can just turn 1 them again on the play, which would be good. So if I'm bringing in, am I bringing in Xantid Swarms? I still feel like I'm probably not going to bother. I don't know what I would cut for those. I guess the Ponders maybe. Like maybe the Brainstorms or the Ponders. Maybe they still had. I don't think it would have necessarily been a win though. Oh, because we would have had both things. Yeah, that's fair. If I discarded, I got you. That's also true. Cracky sir. Yeah, we probably would have won actually if we had the second Pact. That's a good point. I should have discarded the Lab Maniac. I didn't think about it enough. I'm just going to run this back. I don't think I don't really want the Swarm, honestly. You have 1 minute to tell me what to board with the Swarms, but I think I'm better off just clicking submit on the play. Like maybe they're better on the draw, but have all the Swarms. What am I taking out though? We didn't get to that last time. Should I just take out SSGs? Yeah, and then what are the 2 cuts? What, 2 of the Spirit? These are green cards, I don't really cut those. I could cut 2 ponders or something. Do you want me to just cut 2 more of these like this? I suppose I should probably cut Petal before I cut these. What other mana should I cut? Just 2 Petal maybe? A Morphose and a Ponder. Alright, we'll do that. We'll try this. Okay, fingers crossed for another turn 1. We would love to play first. This looks like it might be. Maybe not quite. Actually, we've got a Xantid Swarm though. So this actually is a turn 2. This is a turn 2, right? No worries, no worries. This is a turn 2, I think. So we play the Xantid Swarm on 1, which they have the force. Turn 2, we can get another land, packed for an Elvish Spirit Guide. I guess we're 1 off. But we'll keep this. This seems fine. We should probably have, and we'll have a draw step too, so this should be pretty much it. This is pretty sweet though. This is pretty consistent so far, in that we've got turn 1 or 2 with some slightly less awful sequencing. I'm trying not to go too quickly because I want to give people opportunities to chime in the chat so that I don't completely punt this. Yeah, there's a ton of draws, right? And they probably don't have removal for this, if I'm honest. Maybe they do, but seems unlikely. Yeah, deck is busted. Oh no, I wasn't going to use the land grant this turn. Oh, Tom's asking about that. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we want to pitch this to Allosaurus Rider. They have a Portent, that's fine. So this is where they're hopefully panicking a little bit because we've got the Xantid Swarm. That's fine. Sweet, so we got there, right? This should be enough. Not quite, actually. Yeah, packed for Spirit Guide. Pitch both Allosaurus Riders, so I'm pretty sure this is it. So let's get in with the Xantid Swarm, and I think we've got it. So we drew a green source, which means we should be fine. Sweet. So both of these, let's not screw this up. I guess I'll do this first, it doesn't really matter. It's not misclick. Get a Spirit Guide. Exile for green. Sacrifice the Allosaurus Rider. Get a Griselbrand and start drawing a bunch of cards. Now we just have to not whiff in a bunch of draws. So let's cast some mana. So we need a Nourishing Shoal, which I guess we can ponder for. So cast, I guess cast a ponder off of one of the petals? Or do I want to cast the Manamorphose first? I want to go Manamorphose first, right? I want to go crack petal, Manamorphose for green, blue. Yeah, but I should Manamorphose first because it gives me another draw, right? Yeah. It's alright, we've got some looks here. Green, blue again. Pact of Negation, okay. Ponder. I guess I could Summoner's Pact for something first. So now I need to shuffle this. I probably should have thinned with the Summoner's Pact first, shouldn't I? I guess that's one card, yeah. Well, we'll shuffle that. I guess Land Grant doesn't do anything either. So I need to shuffle this and just hope we hit. Yeah, I can survive one. That's true. I can survive one pact. That's a good point. We've got one Summoner's Pact active, which I can pay for. We do have another Ponder. Do I have another Ponder? I don't think so. I've got 2 Pact of Negations. Anyway, we have to any order shuffle this. Damn, we hit another Pact of Negation. So next turn, I can exile a Spirit Guide and pay for the Pact. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's just pass the turn. And we will discard a bunch of lands. So we should still honestly be okay if they don't have a removal spell. Bin the Neoform. Bin, I guess, a Pact. It's probably pretty useless. So hopefully Griselbrand just gets there. But we do have enough mana to pay for Pact, so that's good. I mean, you know, turn 1, turn 2, Griselbrand's still pretty good, right? So might be enough. I doubt they have Plough in their deck. They didn't see the Xantid Swarm in the second game, so they didn't bring it in. Okay, so I know I don't necessarily need to float the mana first, but I am super do not want to misclick through this. I think the fact you just get to like draw a bunch of cards with Griselbrand every turn anyway is still pretty goddamn good. So now we're basically there. I guess now we kind of want to go like this. It's fine. Draw another 7. Draw another 7. So we should have another shoal. Exile this, find the other worm. Draw another 7. We've got the Lab Maniac, so now we can cast the Lab Maniac. Make a land drop. Spirit Guide. Nice. This deck is crazy. Let's get rid of this. Jeez. There we go. Through a blue deck as well. That's pretty nuts. Okay. Let's play another one. How was that? That's pretty sweet. Thanks to the huge number of people that are watching this absolute travesty of a deck. Oh, can we... This would be sweet if we could get a 5-0 with this. Now we just need to... Well, I did used to play Ad Nauseam, so I've got some experience with combo decks, and I used to play Turbo Depths as well. So once I've got my head in the game, I can kind of get there. I'm better at playing a deck like this than I am, say, Grixis Control. But I think I might play some Grixis Control off stream for a little bit, just to get used to it a bit more, rather than just timing out on stream all the time, because it's pretty miserable. This is pretty fun though. So tomorrow I'm probably not going to stream. If we cash with this, I'll probably just run this back because that's pretty hilarious and it's quite quick. So if we can win two more rounds with this, I'll run it back tomorrow. Probably. Yeah, no worries. Take care, Callum. Yeah, no worries. Take care, Jasper. Thanks for tuning in. See if we can find our next victim. I'm pretty sure we lost to this person earlier in the last league, so hopefully we don't just queue into everybody we played earlier again. Although if we could queue into the Eldrazi post, or not the Eldrazi post, the mono green post deck, mono green cloud post deck again, and get our revenge, that'd be pretty good. So hopefully we can also play rounds where we don't have to worry about sideboarding too much. But I guess the Simian Spirit guys are probably pretty easy to cut against most matchups, and yeah, Ponder plus a Manamorphose makes sense. So okay, let's see if we can do this. Hold on to your seats, folks. Hopefully we can be on the play. Get another turn one. We've only mulliganed once as well, I think. Have we even mulliganed? I'm not even convinced we've mulliganed yet, which is kind of crazy. I think we kept sevens all 3 games, which is crazy. Oh, they too scared, so we'll have to requeue. They're already running in fear. But yeah, I don't think we mulliganed in the last match, so let's see how this next one goes. If you like playing Belcher but you like creatures, this is probably a good deck for you to try. We're on the draw, sadly. This might be a matchup without Force of Will, so that would be good. Okay, so this is a mulligan, I think. We've got a load of mana, but nothing to do with it. We could try and hit something off the Manamorphose, but that we actually can't. Yeah, this I think is definitely a mulligan. We need an Allosaurus Rider or a Summoner's Pact, which we have. So now this is a bit closer, but we don't have any way to get a thing to sack. We don't have a tutor even. They've gone to 6 as well. So is this worth keeping, I guess is the question. We've got a Pact, which we probably don't need. We've got a Brainstorm, which we can't really cast. And then we've got Nourishing Shoal, which we don't need yet. Spirit Guide, Summoner's Pact. So this might be a mulligan because we've got 2 cards that don't do anything, so we're already kind of at 4 cards. So I guess this is probably a mulligan. And we are on the draw. So I think I'm going to put this back because these 2 probably don't do anything. And we haven't got a tutor. So I think we'll ship this. If this was a land grant, I'd probably keep it because we could Brainstorm. But I think we don't have any blue mana, so this does nothing. This probably does nothing. I think we'll ship this. So this is kind of a similar problem from earlier, but I think at this point we probably have to start just keeping things. Man, imagine how good this deck would be if we had the London Mulligan. Yeah, they did change it back, which sucks. It feels so bad that they've changed it back. This isn't very good either, but we kind of need a critical mass of cards. We have 2 tutors. We have a Manamorphose. I think we're going to keep this and just hope that they're not playing a deck with a bunch of counter spells. I think at this point we just have to keep, because we can go Allosaurus, 2 green cards. So what would we need to win on our 4-card hand? We'd need, I guess, 5 cards. We'd need 2 Chancellors, Allosaurus Rider, Eldritch Evolution, and another green card or another mana source. So I think we're gonna keep this. I think it's unlikely we hit 4 that works. But then is this likely to win though? We just don't have any mana in this hand. I guess I just have to go 1 deeper. Because this just doesn't do anything. This is a lot better. So we got 2 mana sources, we've got a Summoner's Pact, so we'll keep this. I can add that. I can add that, Tom, at some point. Okay, we'll keep this. So now we're a lot closer. We unfortunately can't cast. We can't get the Allosaurus Rider and put that into play yet, but we're getting closer to finding the combo piece. So if this is lands, we might be okay, because we should have a lot of time to draw. There's nothing we need to do yet. I'm not going to ponder because I don't want to get wastelanded. Ancient Tomb. Okay. So it probably still is lands. Okay, now we're getting closer. So that's the 3 mana. We're still missing two green cards. So we're going to cast the Ponder. Yeah, probably. Okay, so this is pretty good. Oh, cast a dinosaur. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we just lose. The problem is then we lose to the Pact, though. But I think we're okay now. Like, we should just be able to win over the next few turns. We're currently 1-0, Nick. Yeah, but I couldn't cast the dinosaur that turn, though. I don't think, unless I've missed something. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I see what you mean. I could just cast the dinosaur. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway, right. Let's think through this. So we've got two green cards. I think we'll just go land grant, Nourishing Shoal. And then we can go off next turn. I think this is fine. I think we can just go off next turn. If they wasteland it, we can just go off a turn later. But I think we're basically going to get there now. Thanks so much for the follow, Nor1338, and also Mirage Swamp. I might have missed your follow in all the hilarity of the last round. Yeah, we're currently 1-0. So we mulled to 4 this game as well, and it looks like we should have this next turn. If they don't have a wasteland for this, we should kill them next turn. If they have a wasteland the turn after... If they do have a wasteland, we can win a turn later. So I think we've got this. Pack for Allosaurus Rider. Pitch. Land Grant. Nourishing Shoal, put it into play. Spirit Guide. Simian Spirit Guide. Tropical Island. Eldritch Evolution. And then we can start drawing cards. So we should have this next turn. If they wasteland us, we just wait a turn. Because then we can draw the second land grant, find a land with the land grant, and exile the other one. So we should have this. Thanks for the follow, Cracky Sir. Right, so we don't need to get any more lands. I guess that, yeah, we want to exile this. That's fine. Okay, so cast this. I suppose getting a land, it doesn't really matter. Oh, this gets a land out of our deck, actually, so we should do this. Let's think about the sequencing here. We want to get a land, put the land into play, and then we can exile a Spirit Guide with the Nourishing Shoal to the Allosaurus Rider. And then that means we've got an extra card out of our deck. So that's actually kind of important. So we will do this. Yeah, we are going to do this, because this gets an extra card out of our library. Get a Tropical Island, play a Tropical Island, cast Summoner's Pact, find Allosaurus Rider, exile these two, let's not misclick, Allosaurus Rider, get rid of these two. How come I shouldn't have played the land? Surely it's better to get another card out of the library than not play the land. I don't think it doesn't give us any extra mana, I don't think. Because we have to use every single card at our disposal anyway. It means you don't get to make a land drop, I suppose, which is true. But yeah, I guess maybe it is one mana less. But I think a mana less is probably better. Don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. That seems reasonable. This is the second match I've played with this, so you have to bear with me, I'm afraid. But this is a good matchup, so we might be able to get the 2-0 here if we get some good fortune. Okay, let's not misclick. So we want to get a Griselbrand. Start drawing a bunch of cards. So I guess they're going to make a Marit Lage. Or they're going to get a Caracas. Or they might get a Caracas, actually. That's true. Yeah, this is actually pretty rough. So, yeah, we're probably just going to lose to the Caracas if they've got that in the main deck. Oh, I shouldn't have let this resolve. Hang on, I've made a mistake, I think. I shouldn't have let... I think I've let this resolve. Yeah, I should have crop rotated. I should have drawn 7 in response to the crop rotation. And then I could have countered it if I'd drawn a pack. So that was actually a mistake on my part. I didn't think... Yeah, I would have drawn 7. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. And this isn't in our library anymore. Although, can we get out of this? So, we don't have the thing. Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah. We have a pack to deal with as well. Yeah. The problem is, Tom, we can't get the Griselbrand because it's in our hand, so we need to find a... We need to find... Oh no, there's one in the deck, isn't there? Sorry, hang on, there's one in the deck. Hang on. There's still a Griselbrand in the deck. Let's just take this back a notch. Okay, so we can Neoform again. We should actually probably be okay. We can Neoform again. I think we have another Pact. We don't have another Pact. So we need to find a Pact to get... Oh no, we have an Allosaurus Rider right here. No, I think we're okay. Yeah. Got you. Totally got you. Is there any more green cards we can pitch instead of these? No. So we can cast... This is probably what we have to do anyway, isn't it? So let's exile... I guess both of these is probably fine. No, not exiling Spirit Guides. I don't think we had anything else to exile because we need to cast this with the Shoal. Exile 1 Shoal? Maybe I should have exiled a Shoal. Yeah, I might run out of mana. Yeah, I probably should have exiled a Shoal, that's correct. Wasteland doesn't matter. We're going to win this turn if we win. We don't care about Wasteland. Okay, good. So we found... So we should be okay here. So we found... we've got the Lab Maniac. We just need... We've got a Manamorphose. We need one more fast mana. Let's exile this. Yeah, we should be fine. This is the win here. We're all good. Despite the slightly sloppy lines, we should be all good. So now we just need to go exile this, exile this. Yeah, we're all good. We'll cast a Manamorphose just to draw another card. Doesn't really matter. We'll make blue green. cast the Lab Maniac. Draw 7. And we should just have it now, right? Draw 7, then we go to 8. Sweet, there we go. I mean, to be fair, like, I guess it's narrow, like, decisions, so some of these are better than others, but there's quite a lot of redundancy in the deck, so it's not quite as punishing as you might otherwise think, which is why it's kind of scary. Probably the best deck of all time. Maybe the second best deck of all time. So we don't need to board anything, I don't think. We don't care about Leyline, don't care about either of these. I think this is just a click submit matchup. Yeah, exactly, Dave. So I think that that was my reasoning as well. I think there's more. Spear might be rough, but they have to play Sphere on turn 1 though. We're trying to win on turn 1 or turn 2, so I think this is fine. And we've got another game to play if we have trouble. So I'm just going to click submit here. But the big mistake that game was not drawing 7 in response to the crop rotation, because I drew 7, then he crop rotated, and then I accidentally let him resolve the crop rotation before drawing the other 7, so we could have countered the crop rotation for the Krakus. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore Sphere. I don't think we care. It's too slow, and we'll be on the play again soon enough anyway. So yeah, who cares? You'd bring an artifact removal for packs? Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. We can try that. We'll just do this. Makes very little difference. So, yep. That makes sense. I guess I should also think about what can we cut. Yeah. Let's just get another turn 1 then. That'd be sweet. But we are currently up a match, and we're up a game in the second round. This does not get there. I think we can mull this since we're on the draw. It does have everything we need, but we have no tutors. I suppose I could ponder. I could actually ponder. This could be worth pondering. So I have 8 hits. I get a draw step, and then I've got 5 looks to hit 1 of 8. Is that enough? So that'll be 52, 8. 5, 1, I think. Maybe it's not good enough. I don't know, that's pretty good, 58%. What do we reckon? Do we keep this? Yeah, no turn 1 sphere. Sneak this off. I think so. Oh, and we get the Chancellor as well? I forgot about that. I guess it's not 5 draws, that's true. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, we'll give it a go. And we still might get to turn 2. They kept 7 though. And guys, you're forgetting, we have a second game. We have another game to go, so it's okay. I'm not a mathematician, so this is going to be a sphere. It's going to be an exploration. Nice.
Dumpster.
I know you're a mathematician. Okay, all right. Well, we're going to go to game. We're going to go to the next game then. Wait. I think I'm just going to scoop. I'm not dead. Oh, I have Chancellor. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but this... Alright, well, we'll let this resolve then. Oh, I can get... I guess I can... So I guess they might not have anything else. Yeah, I guess we could. To be fair, we could still draw. We could still draw Dissenter's Deliverance or Nature's Claim. So. Yeah, second sphere of Scoop City. That's true. How's it going, Hershny? Glad you could join us. Don't be a second sphere. Might be Tireless Tracker, I guess? I don't know. Oh no, they have to pay through sphere, never mind. I guess this could be... Okay, we're just going to get Wastelanded. That makes sense. Yeah, why are they playing a turn 1 combo as well? I suppose I could play the Petal off of the Spirit Guide. Well, it's actually not over, because we could just still draw a land and a Dissenter's Deliverance. So I think I'm just going to pass for a turn. I mean, they have to actually present a clock at some point. We have got time. If we've got 4 ways to kill this, and we do currently have some mana. So I don't think it's worth pondering yet. I think I need to try and hit a land first. Does that do anything? Not quite. Now I'm probably just going to cast the Petal. I don't think I want to ponder yet. I want to try and naturally draw things for as long as I can. So I'm going to cast the Petal and pass the turn, I think. Because I don't want to discard anything. I guess I could have discarded the Griselbrand, to be fair, actually, and kept the Spirit Guide, but never mind. This is what we're doing. And I'm just going to auto-pass so we've got enough time for the 3rd game. I mean, they're not doing anything, so... getting closer, to be fair, I guess. Let's keep passing. We got more draws. So we can discard the Griselbrand. That doesn't matter. We can discard everything else we kind of want to keep. So I don't think we need to do anything yet. They could just crop rotation and kill us soon as well. Actually, no, they don't have another land. Nice. Okay. Shoal isn't what we were looking for, so I probably just so we can bin the Griselbrand, and then we've still got another natural draw before we need to start discarding things that are good. We could still just win this. And we can Nourishing Shoal that back in the deck if we need to anyway. Not Nourishing Shoal. Whatchamacallit? Noxious Revival that back into the deck if we need it. Which we probably won't. Summoner's Pact. So probably bin a Summoner's Pact at this point. I guess I should bin the... No, the Chancellor can pitch to a Shoal at some point. What's more... Bin Ponder? No, because if we draw a land, I want to ponder off the land. I could Shoal Wurm instead of discarding. That's true, I could Shoal Wurm instead of discarding. That is actually very true. That's probably what I should do, actually. Damn, I clicked through. Oh no. I'm going to discard a Pact, I think. Yeah, sorry, Alex, I should have done that. That was a good shout. I'll do that on the next turn cycle, if we don't draw a land. The Wasteland doesn't matter at the moment. We've got enough mana. I need to yield through these turns. Okay, this turn we'll do that. We'll do exactly that. Oh, I have to pay one, don't I? That's okay. That's okay. We can do that. And then this gives us a couple more draws. How's it going, Eric? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. I tell you what, we'll take 2 more draw steps, and then we'll go from there. Well, then we'll go to the next game. But I mean, we're still in this, so I don't think it's worth conceding yet. Yeah, they've got crop rotation. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we don't really care about Wasteland very much. Yeah, there's no point scooping. So now we're dead very soon. They found their clock. Yeah, now they found their clock. So we need to draw something this turn and go from there, which seems unlikely. Which we did not do. Okay, sweet. Now we'll just scoop. We can't do anything. I suppose it's worth casting this. You never know. Just to see whether we would have hit, I guess. I do now have 0 outs, so we wouldn't actually have got there anyway. Oh, we actually no, we would have hit the Dissenter's Deliverance very soon. So never mind. All right, let's go to the 3rd game and see if we can win on the first turn. So we're going to click submit and try and get a turn 1 kill. Thanks everyone that's still hanging around. I suppose I had another turn actually, yeah, because they couldn't kill us in one go, but doesn't really matter. So this isn't actually very good because we've got 3 cards that don't do anything. We do have some mana, but this seems like a pretty easy mulligan. I guess we could just go slow though, but it does seem like an easy shit. This is kind of closer, but we don't have any tutors. This is cheaper though, and we can brainstorm for Allosaurus Rider. So what could we hit? Scribe plus brainstorm. Yeah, I think this might be okay because we only need to hit, and we've got a bunch of land. We've got a bunch of mana here, so I think this is probably a keep. We've got 8 things we can hit, so I think this is probably a keep. Doesn't feel like it's going to get much better going a card deeper. So this can go on the bottom. Reveal this. So we actually only need to find Allosaurus Rider and then we win, right? We did not get there, and we can't shuffle, so that's pretty rough. I guess I'll play the petals out and put, I suppose, the 2 Neoforms back on top, or I'll probably just do this since it doesn't really matter. But that's kind of sad. Oh, I could have revived with the brain. Yeah, I can revive with the brainstorm back on top. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, use the mana up. Yep, yep. So if we don't get sphered, we might be okay. They did keep 7 though, which is kind of scary. So this is definitely a case of the deck not getting good draws as opposed to losing to hate pieces. I guess they did. Did they go turn 1 sphere last game? I think they did. Yeah, we wouldn't have had it, but they had the sphere. Yeah. So I guess that kind of was a hate piece last game. It's pretty good. So maybe they've just got a quick Dark Depths as their answer, hoping we don't get a turn 1, I suppose. Must be pretty hard to mull to sphere. How many have they got? Like 2 or 3, I suppose? I don't actually know how many they play. So they might just have a quick depths hand. Maybe they've got Chalice on 0. Okay, that's fine because we played 2 petals already. So we know we've got 2 things on top that we don't want. So we're just going to pass the turn. We basically just need to pass the turn twice, right? Hopefully they don't have a sphere as well. That doesn't matter. So I think we pass the turn once more because we know we're going to draw a card that we don't need. So I don't think it's worth casting the Brainstorm yet. Well, they bend a grip, that's fine. Crucible. It's kind of rough, but we can just Brainstorm in response to that, I guess. To use the mana. Is it worth Brainstorming in response? I think so. Maybe not actually. So we've still got enough stuff. We've still got enough to cast the Neoform. And we still got at least 1... It does still go 1 deeper. So we'll just Brainstorm now. And we can see 2 new cards. I don't know if we need to though. Brainstorm. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. I guess it makes sense just to use the... Yeah, well, you're too slow in the chat, I'm afraid. I agree. I think... So that can go back in the deck. I guess at least we have another draw here. It's kind of rough. It looks like we're not going to get there. Yeah, I think we could have waited. Yeah, this is the lands player beating the challenge, alright. So there's no point doing anything at the moment. We'll just keep passing. And at least we've got the Dissenter's Deliverance to potentially draw a card if we hit another land. Oh, that's kind of cute. They can't do it yet though, right? Because they need Threshold. So this is the last card we knew about. Unfortunately, they've not had very good dredges. So that's a second Dark Depths. They've binned a crop rotation, which is good. So we're okay at the moment. So we could definitely just draw and win here, which we didn't. So we'll pass the turn again. Oh, they have another. They actually have a crop rotation, maybe. No, they're going to take counters off. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe I could have cycled. I think I'm going to wait one turn though, because he's not got anything at the moment. Oh well, we'll see. I might get punished if they cast like a sphere, but he's dredging though, so he's basically just trying to find the combo. So we're not going to get sphered because he's dredging. So I think we're okay for the time being. And we can even, I guess we can't take a hit from this really, but he's not going to do that just yet. That's pretty clever. So I'll cycle this turn, I guess. That doesn't quite do it. We're going to bin something anyway, so I guess I'll cycle this turn. And I'll do it off a Spirit Guide. Not quite. So we need to wait another turn. So he can't kill us this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's only got 7 mana. So we get one more turn, I think. I should probably just auto-yield to this. So he can make the Merit Lage. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that's a reason to... Actually, Pact wouldn't even win through that, I guess. So we need to draw it right now. Which we did not. Well, that's a shame. So we did actually lose to lands, which is kind of hilarious. But we didn't do it. We just did it through not drawing what we needed in the deck. And we've had a number of draws, I guess. We didn't find 1 of 8 cards in 15. We're on 23 life. I suppose we're on 23. I guess we'll give it one more. It's just, it means it makes it harder to draw our deck. Is the problem. Yeah, and they have Barbering and Crucible. So they can just wasteland themselves a bunch next turn. And then they can Barbering us twice. So yeah, we should still be dead here, I think. But we'll make them do it. I'm sure they'll do it. We can bin this. Oh, I could claim a petal, that's true. I'll wait for him to do the barbering first before I do that. It's been kind of hilarious. We won the first round. It's been pretty close here. If he has to pay with Groves, then we're fine, I guess. That's fine. Does he have red mana that he... That's fine. Oh, he's got the Crucible. Sorry, I'm being silly. Okay, now we'll do it. We'll do it now. I don't need to. I don't know why I need to petal this. I'm going to petal the Chalice. Kill the Chalice even. I think killing the Chalice is right. Oh no, I need to do it to me, don't I? Yeah, I'm being silly. I need to do it to me to gain the life. Is it too late? Don't think so. I think we're still okay for one turn. And we can't exile it. Oh, we can gain a bunch of life, I guess. We can't win, though, I don't think. We could potentially We're not going to give up. Let's exile the Chancellor and try this. I think it's good games, but we do have to... I guess we can't cast the Neoform. We're not going to win this. Oh yeah, because we got the yeah, the Marit Lage. Yeah, we got the Marit Lage. Yeah, the Marit Lage is in play. Details. All right, let's go to the third round. So, to be fair, we've gone 2-1-1-2, so we're definitely definitely competitive somehow at the moment. Yeah, it sucks losing to lands. It really does suck losing to lands. Thanks for the follow, Walked Airplane. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. We're on the play, which is sweet. And we have a Allosaurus Rider. We have two things to pitch to it, but we do not have a way to tutor. We do not have a way to find the Griselbrand. So this is probably a mulligan, because we have two cards in hand that we don't want. I think we ship this. We can find a better 6 than this, since we're already basically at 5. Like the Pact, if we knew what the matchup was, the Pact might be worth it, but I think this is an easy mull. Now we have a similar problem to earlier where it's the opposite. So, and the problem is this only makes the mana for the first turn and we're on the play. So I think, yeah, the London Mulligan would be nuts with this deck. So I think probably mull this again as well, honestly, because you have no way of finding anything. And we can still win off of 5 cards potentially. So I think shuffle this back in. And now this is a lot worse, but we'll keep this, I suppose. I don't know, actually. We're basically just dead at this point. And with triple evolution, I suppose... So we need to hit Allosaurus Rider, and we need to hit lands, or mana. Mana even. We need to hit mana and Allosaurus Rider. Which seems unlikely, so we could probably just go one deeper with a Scry and try and win on the second turn. So we'll keep this. Put that on the bottom. But we're probably not going to win this. So I think if they do anything that... they need to not be a blue deck. And they also need to not be a deck that makes us discard. Because we'll have to probably concede to hide the information. So if they go Inquisitional Thoughtseize, we're just going to concede this, I think. I really don't think we want to let them know what we're doing. That's kind of interesting. So maybe Depths? Could be Depths, and they've got the crop rotation up for Caracas because they think that we're playing Reanimator. Or they could consider we might be playing Reanimator. We're getting closer though. So we've got 2 mana sources and a green card. So we need an Allosaurus Rider and a mana source. And a green card. So we're actually still a couple off. Does this slow depths, is it? Very much looks like slow depths. It's not what we're after. I think I'm still just snap conceding to interaction because they will just get to take the Eldritch Evolution anyway. So there's no point trying to rebuild after that because we need every single card in the hand apart from these two. They're not going to take either of these. Yes, we still need 2 things. Or we could draw a Neoform now, Allosaurus Rider, but that's still 2 cards. Okay, so it's Loam probably then. So we're one draw away from getting there. We can't do it here. Get Allosaurus Rider. Yeah, we're one mana source off, I think. So we just need to draw a green card. No, we need to draw a mana source next turn, or an Allosaurus Rider, or another Pact. So we do have a number of draws from this. But if they have hand disruption, we still then need 2 draws. So we need to decide whether it's worth scooping to hand disruption. Hopefully they just do nothing and we draw mana and then we're all good. Yeah, okay, so it's Loam. Alright, just need a mana source at the top. That also works. Okay, we should have it. So we can pitch both. Oh no, hang on. Let's do this carefully. Does this work? This does work, I think. Or are we still one short? We might be one short still. 1, 2, 3 mana. Yeah, we're one short. Do I have it? Am I being silly? I have land grant, so I can get a land. Am I not 1 mana short here? Because I need to. The Eldritch Evolution costs 3, and I need to exile 2 green cards for the Allosaurus Rider. So I've got 3 mana sources. I can put this into play, but I can't cast the Eldritch Evolution. Is that not right? I'm 1 mana short. I'm 1 short, yeah. So I guess I will bin the Brainstorm and we'll try and draw it next turn. I just need a green card would be fine. I literally just need a green card. So I think I'm going to bin the Brainstorm and go from there. I don't think I have it. I'm 1 mana short. I've passed the turn anyway, but I'm pretty sure I'm 1 mana short. So hopefully we get 1 more turn. We just need to draw any green card. Any green card does it. We've got 3 mana, we need another green card for Allosaurus Rider and then we should be fine. So fingers crossed for a green card. Hello, dog. I don't know. I didn't build this deck, so yeah. I was doing the math for Neoform originally as well. Okay, so this is promising. They're not doing anything yet. So if you could give us a land, that would be great. Not a land, a green card. Okay, that also works. Okay, so we've got it. So we can exile both of these. We've got a bunch of mana. We should be all good here. I probably should put the Allosaurus Rider into play first, but I don't think it ultimately matters very much. Yeah, the casual... Well, we don't know if we've won yet. Let's just see. I suppose I'm not doing this in the best order. Summoners pack first. Yeah, you're right. I should have pacted first. Yeah, totally got there. Totally got there. Because they could trophy us or something now. Or, as you say, punishing fire. Yeah, I might have screwed this up. I might have screwed this up. Oh dear. I probably screwed this up. Yep. The sequencing was not great. The sequencing was not great. Yeah, we're going to get punishing fired. That was my bad. That was totally my bad. No, don't do it. Sorry, everybody. Yeah. I'm so bad at this. Jeez. Yeah, the pact was so... Oh, god
To
damn.
the dumpster!
Thanks. Thanks, thanks, Bear with Two Guns. Yeah, well, I suppose we probably can. Yeah, we probably can chalk that up as a win. Jeez. And I probably should take a mana anyway. It doesn't really matter. So we're dead to the pact. Thanks for the cheer, Jarvis. Oh man, we could have had that. Oh, that's so. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, well we'll get better at that. We'll get better at that. So I don't think there's any point boarding. I don't think we need to bring anything in. Like, what are they going to board? Do we need Nature's Claim and Deliverance for something? Are these worth bringing in? So we can probably chalk that up as a win, to be honest. Despite how... Yeah, I know. Oh dear. I don't know, people that have seen this stream before that. I mean, some of you people watched me play Grixis Control earlier, so you know what I'm like. Thanks for the bits, Bear with Two Guns. And thanks for the follow, Zephoid. Alright, are we boarding anything? I don't think so. I don't think we need to board anything. I think we're just going to click submit and try and get it on the next two. I bet that means we don't cash the league. I bet this means that we're going to lose one of the next two. I'm just going to submit this. Okay, we'll definitely play first. Right, let's try and get our thinking caps on and not just ape our way through this so badly. Okay, so we have an Allosaurus Rider. So we have the turn 1 here, right? We've got... we have 2 mana sources for the Neoform. We can then exile the Nourishing Shoal and the Chancellor for the Allosaurus Rider. So we should be good. So we're going to keep this and kill them on the first turn, and they're going to get got. There's nothing they can do about it, right? We're just going to do this. I've counted this right. Let's just not shit the bed again. So Chancellor, Sanctum pays for Neoform, Sanctum and Shoal exile to Allosaurus Rider, and we're going to kill them on the first turn of the game, and we're going to make up for the last one. And then we'll just kill them on the first turn of the next game. So let's keep this. Reveal this. Go to our main phase. Don't misclick through anything. Cast this. Hang on. We don't have to worry about sequencing here because they haven't got anything. That's fine. Let's do this. Exile both of these. Play the Sanctum. Cast the Neoform. And the fact we've got the Labmank in hand is pretty good, because it means it's not in the bottom 5 or so cards. Get a Griselbrand. Start going nuts. So we would quite possibly have won this match if I wasn't so useless. The biggest thing we've got to exile is the Allosaurus Rider. I think that's what we're exiling. The fact this exiles for 7 is so good. Do I want to pact for anything first, actually? Yeah, for sure. The Chalice is rough. Oh, for sure. I mean, that was a huge mistake. So, should I just pact for 2 Spirit Guides now? Oh no, I can pact for the Worm. I'm so stupid. I can just pact for the Worm. That's what you do with this. Yeah, I can pact for the Worm. Can you... Can anybody tell that I haven't played this deck before? And we can actually just do this with both. We've got another pact. Yeah, Pact for Wurm. Draw some more cards. Do I want to Pact for Wurm twice? I'm going to use whatever excuse I damn well please. So, right. Do I need to Pact for a Elvish Spirit Guide? I don't think so. So I can probably just Pact for another Worm and just exile that. And then we've got all the life we need. So probably do that. Gets another card out of the deck. Yeah, Pact for another Worm. We're going to do this. I always need a lot of hand holding, so... Okay, nice. Now we can just draw everything we ever want to. So we're basically just looking for mana at this point, I think. Because we want to cast this Laboratory Maniac. Where's Mr. Lab Maniac gone? Have we not drawn the Lab Maniac yet? I thought we'd already drawn him. Was that the last game? He's there, okay. Yeah, it seems perfectly fair. I think this is probably one of the fairest decks in the format currently. So... let's find another shoal. And we can bin a Chancellor. Oh, they're all the same, aren't they? So that's probably fine. Actually, hang on. What we want to do is... No, we exiled the other things. Is Chancellor the biggest thing we've got? Is this the biggest thing we've got left to exile? 7? Or an Allosaurus Rider? And I can Manamorphose to Ponder to draw a card as well. So we're all good. Nice. So draw 7, Ponder off the Lotus Petal, and we should be all good. Nice. Yeah. There we go. All good. Oh wait, this doesn't... I should have brainstormed, shouldn't I? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. That's not... Yeah, Brainstorm is the one I wanted to cast there. I don't know if I guess I have drawn it. Just ignore me. We're all good. Yeah, or just do that. Yeah. What? There we go. We got there. Sweet. So we'll just do that again. Not get chaliced, and then we should be fine. Did we have... oh, did we? I didn't see how much life we had. Time from Rugrats. You see me stream a lot. You know what I'm like. Okay, let's just submit this. I don't think it's worth bringing these in for chalice. Let's just go. Yeah. Look, someone good will stream this at some point, I'm sure. And then you have nothing to moan about. It's not meant to be a BM, to be fair. Yeah, I could bring in the Artifact Cape for packs, I guess. We could do that. Too late. I don't think it matters that much. So we've got Pact. This does it, right? No, we don't have a thing to sacrifice it. So we can mull this. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I appreciate you being around. I think this is a mull because we can't sacrifice the thing, so we get a scry and a draw on the whatever. So mull this. Now we have an evolution. 2 mana. We have an Allosaurus Rider. We're just missing a green card. This is fine though. I think this is absolutely fine. Yeah, Kevin L, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll keep this. And we'll scry the land grant to the top. And this is a win, assuming that they don't have anything on the first turn. Which they've kept 7. Unfortunately, we can't Pact of Negation anything this turn. Wow, they're just keeping 7 and they're just passing? Okay. It's kind of weird. So we've got the win right. Pact for Allosaurus Rider. Oh no, am I a mana short? Maybe I'm a mana short. This doesn't... So I can get a land and then I have to get... I'm 1 mana short. Okay. So I need to play the land. This is not a win. You're absolutely right. I'm 1 mana short because this doesn't do what we want it to do. Land go. Yeah, that makes sense. So we probably get wastelanded, but we gave it our best shot. Yeah, that's fine. So we still just need to draw. We're still 1 mana away. Yeah, I forgot that it wasn't green cards we were stuck on. It's actually just mana. Sweet, that does it. No, not quite. So let's pass again. The problem is I have to land go because I've got a land grant. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I'm still missing a land. I'm still missing a mana. Yeah, this is fine. I wonder what he kept. Yeah, Rider, Pact or Guide makes sense. Oh, I see what you mean. I could have held the land for the following turn. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Sorry, that was my mistake. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. This hand will be great. We just need to draw a mana source, which we're currently not doing. Yeah, there's still no change. We're still just waiting for a thing. What am I going to bin? Probably a Chancellor, I guess. I think this is probably the best thing to bin, right? Because we'd like to keep our shoals. So I'll bin the Chancellor. Keep the Pact. Or do I just bin the Pact? How's it going? Shots cubed? Yeah, good games. We punted so badly on the... Oh no, maybe it wasn't against you I punted. I probably did punt. I don't know. We had pretty bad draws though. Right, I think I'm just going to bin the Nourishing Shoal. No, the Chancellor, sorry. Because we need all our shoals. So I think that's fine. Bin the Pact? Maybe I should have bin the Pact. Yeah, I probably should have been the Pact, because I'm not going to be able to counter anything with this meaningfully, I don't think. And we need green cards. Jeez, what's this? Chalice on 1? Okay. 2 mana. 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 2 mana I mean, that doesn't do a lot. It stops Ponder and Brainstorm. Is there even anything it stops? Not very much, right? That should literally just be on 0, I think. Yeah, I'm not pacting anything. I should have been the pact. Totally right. Totally right. And the pact shouldn't even be in the deck anyway. They should be Artifact Hate. But I don't think we care about the Chalice on 1. Okay, sweet. We're all good. We are all good. So we've got 3 mana here. We've got a pact for the Allosaurus Rider. We can pitch the Nourishing Shoals, and then I can Eldritch Evolution. So we should be all good. So let's do this. And now we have a Pact of Negation as backup. But I think we have this. So let's Pact first. Yeah, this is punishment for bidding the Chancellor. You're totally right. Totally right. Oh man, is this really gonna is this really gonna get us the fact that we have to bin one of these? Right, so both of these. Oh, that's really gonna cost us, isn't it? I can just smell it. Yeah, I can just smell it. Yeah, I think we just need to go. We need to try and win this turn. Hey, how's it going, Claude? I will be there on Wednesday, yes. Where's your message gone? I didn't get the hat. Right, let's not misclick. Hang on, let's not misclick. We're getting a Griselbrand. I almost clicked on an Allosaurus Rider. I almost clicked on an Allosaurus Rider. Right, please can we get there? Okay, we found a shoal, so we should be okay. We can Noxious one of the shoals back as well, potentially. So, let's Pact for a Wurm. Get a big Wriggly Worm. Exile to the shoal. If we can find a Noxious Revival, we'll be in much better shape. Is there anything else I can do to thin the deck since we don't have as many draw steps? Let's cast the petals out, doesn't really matter. Can't Noxious into Chalice. That is a very good point. That is a very, very good point. See, this is this is kind of just what I'm like. Okay, let's just draw some cards. So 18. We didn't hit the Pact, which is pretty rough. We didn't hit the other shoal even, which is pretty rough. Wow, I think I'm good. I think the fact that I pitched the Chancellor is going to cost us, because I'm an absolute ape. I'm an absolute ape. So we got Manamorphose as a draw. We can't land grant anything. We can Pact to find. So we can Pact twice to thin the deck. We could Neoform to thin the deck. I've used a bunch of packs. Do you think what? So we think I've only used 1 pack. No, I've used 2 packs. I had to Pact for a Wurm, so I need 8 mana. I've used 2 packs, so I can't win with Griselbrand on its own. Yeah, I need 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but then they'd be with these, which might be okay. Probably not. I don't think I've exiled any Spirit Guides. So I've got 2 Spirit Guides left in the deck. No, I don't. I've got 1 Spirit Guide left in the deck and a Simian Spirit Guide. I think I have to try and go this turn. I think I can't win otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got... I think I just need to Manamorphose and try and go for it. So I can Pact twice to get things out of the deck. I can morph this Griselbrand into another Griselbrand. So that gets 2, 3 cards out of the deck. So I think that's okay. So let's get an Elvish Spirit Guide. We literally just need to hit like one more Pact. So this I will have to get a 3 things here. So now I'll get the Worm. Yeah, we don't have the Deliverance in the deck though, is the problem. Now we can exile a Spirit Guide. Crack this for blue. Neoform, let me just read this. Equal to 1. Oh no, hang on, that doesn't work. This has to get one that's bigger, it can't get one the same cost. Sacrifice a creature for a card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice. So I can't get another Griselbrand with that, I'd have to get it with the Eldritch Evolution. I can't Ponder because they've got Chalice. Ponder would definitely be better if I could cast it. So I think I need to cast this, don't I? X or less. So I need to spend another Spirit Guide, which probably means we can't... I think we've got another one to cast the thing, so let's just do this. I can get one more card out of the deck. Get the other Griselbrand. We're basically not going to win this. Exile the other Spirit Guide. Oh, I can't land grant, so I've got lands in hand. Do this. Crack this for blue. Cast the Manamorphose, and we have to hit the Nourishing Shoal with this. So we have to hit it now. This is it. This is the moment that we've got. We have to literally hit Nourishing Shoal right now. Let's see if we did it. Damn it. Alright, never mind. We can get there. Yeah. So if I'd pitched... If I hadn't binned the Chancellor and I'd binned the Pact, we would have been fine. Was the mistake there. And then we basically would have won pretty much guaranteed. So that's pretty annoying. So we would have won... so we definitely would have won this match. And if the Pacts were artifact removal, we might be okay too. Yeah, that's fair. So we definitely would have won this match with less mistakes, which is a shame. We definitely would have won this match with less mistakes, which is kind of scary. And we were still super close. So we'll concede now because there's nothing we can do. Yeah, we didn't punt game 1. That also would have done it. But that's what I mean. So both games we lost from a silly mistake as opposed to losing to the deck. So we wouldn't be 3-0 because we lost to lands regardless. We wouldn't have beaten lands. I don't think I punted versus lands, did I? I lost the Punishing Fire in this matchup. Yeah, this is a very me record, Claude. Yeah, I should probably auto side out Pact of Negation. You're right. That's what I used to do with Ad Nauseam. Callum, don't hassle Claude. So this is a mulligan. We've only got one mana source, we don't have the thing. This is also a mulligan because you don't have enough green cards. I'll sort the Dino command out after the league. I don't know. Tom was trying to add it. We do have a ponder. I think this is probably still a mulligan. Because this doesn't want, we don't want this in our hand anyway, so we're kind of a card down. The ponder's not the best. I guess we could keep this off the strength of a ponder. I don't know. The Laboratory Maniac makes us look really bad, and we can win with 5 cards. You keep this. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. I get the ponder means it's probably okay. Probably will keep this actually because it's a green card. Because what are we actually missing? Green cards. So this is actually fine. So now, what are we missing? A tutor. I guess I should have bottomed that. We're looking for a tutor as well. But we do need a green card too, so it's kind of whatever. Alright, okay, I'll come and have a look in a second. Okay, so you can find another land. We have a worm. Is this enough? We don't have a tutor though, so I probably have to just shuffle this because the tutor's the thing we're really missing. And I guess I'll cast the petal. How's it going, Claude? So we're just a tutor away, I think, now. Oh no, we need one more land. So if we find a Neoform, we're okay, I think. Oh no, I'm sorry, Claude. I'm sure you didn't do anything to deserve it. So I guess we'll just brainstorm here. Probably gets dazed. That's pretty good. Still haven't got a tutor though. So we can play the land, keep the land grant, and shuffle away. Probably shuffle away the Lab Maniac, and we want to draw something next turn. So we can't do this turn. Oh no, we can do this turn, but we don't need to. So put this back. Probably put a Chancellor back. I could probably put the. I guess I could put the land back as well. We could put this. Although we'll probably get wastelanded at some point. So let's just do this. We can always just draw the Chancellor, but we don't really want to. Play the Tropical Island. And I guess I'll land grant this turn because then I can play through days this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll probably just pass this turn, to be honest. No, because I want to shuffle those away. Yeah, let's do it now. I want to shuffle these away, so we'll do this. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to play Bog Boys today, Claude. I'll play that. I'll play that another time. This will definitely be the last one. And this is certainly not the best matchup. So I guess they're just holding everything. They must have like days and force in hand and whatnot. Annoyingly, we had to cast a land guard to reveal our hand, so they know the land grant, so they know what we're doing. That's pretty bad. Second Delver. Okay, maybe they, maybe they don't have a force. We just have to hope they don't. So we need to draw a tutor this turn, and then we're fine. That's not what we're looking for. So we'll play the land out to play through Wasteland. I suppose I could Manamorphose and try and go off this turn. Is it worth casting the Manamorphose? Probably. Because we could hit a Ponder or something as well. I think this is probably fine to do. We need to try and go off as soon as possible. Because we also can't sit taking a ton of life either, really. So make green-blue again. Ponder, nice, we'll cast the Ponder. So 1, 2, 3. We could still win if we hit a tutor. I assume they've got a force, or a couple of dazes, which is why they're pausing every single time. But we're definitely very close here. So this we're going to shuffle, try and find a tutor. We found a worm, which isn't really what we're after. That's fine. So just a tutor away. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean they still need to have like the force on turn 1 on the when we're on the play, I guess. So we found a pact which might be useful later. Actually, that's pretty good. So although we're probably just dead this coming turn, but there's no way of drawing anything extra. So bolt means we're just dead. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll scoop it up. There's nothing we can do about that. And I can't tutor up a shoal to gain a load of life, which is a shame. So that was kind of close actually, despite that. So I guess we want Xantid Swarms then. We can go cut the guides, cut, do what we did last time, cut a Manamorphose, cut a Ponder, I think. So we could do this. This is what we did against Miracles. That's probably still fine. give this a go. All right, let's get some hype for the next round. It's a shame I punted the last round. I am very sorry for that. But I appreciate everybody watching and checking this out. It's good fun. Thanks for the cheers. Jeez. Certainly been very potent, so kind of feels about, I don't know, is this better than Oopsal spells? Is a good question. It's certainly more fun, I think. Oopsal spells is like alright, but this is pretty sweet. And it has been quite consistent. So we're missing a tutor. So we'll mull this. Still missing a tutor, which seems to be our downfall. We can cast the Allosaurus Rider though, and we do have some mana, so probably keep this, I guess, if we're going a bit more slowly. Yeah, this is harder to pilot than Oopsal spells, I agree. Oopsal spells is pretty straightforward. This is probably a keep. We've got 2 ponders. We just have to hope we don't get wastelanded. Yeah, that's very true actually. The fact that it doesn't care about graveyard hate makes it really good. That is actually a great point. So we've got 2 mana potentially. I think this is probably a keep. I think if we go much lower, then we're not going to find anything good necessarily anyway. We need resources. If we get wastelanded, we get wastelanded. We at least get to cast 1 ponder. So I think we'll keep this. That's really good actually. So I guess we'll put that on top. The problem is I want a ponder though. Is it worth keeping the Xantid Swarm on top, or do I just want to ponder twice? Like, they only really interact with us with counter magic, and they probably won't wasteland us on the first turn if they're going to kill this with a bolt. So this might be fine actually, because they're going to be more scared of this than wastelanding our land, I think. So I'll probably top this. Oh, I can't play it this turn anyway. Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay, well we'll keep that anyway. I think. I forget we're on the play. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that then. This is everything we need though. This is actually everything we need. So we can try and play this a bit more slowly. So we'll try and play the Xantid Swarm next turn. They're playing Grixis, so they've got hand disruption. So I think we want to go Neoform, Xantid Swarm, Manamorphose. Pass the turn, play the Xantid Swarm next turn, and if we don't get wastelanded on the 3rd turn, we can attack with the Swarm and go off, because we've got 2 mana sources for the Neoform. We just have to hope they don't have a wasteland, basically. Wasteland is the worst thing for us, because it means we need to find another mana source. So that's good. They don't know about the Xantid Swarm. So this could get pushed or countered. So we need to fade any interaction with this, plus a hand disruption spell for a turn. So we're kind of close here, still. So they don't have removal for this, which they probably don't. We should be able to win next turn. Unless I've made a terrible error. Yeah, softer Griselbrand ban, that's a very good point. So quite possibly dead. Thoughtseize is really rough. So they can just take the Allosaurus Rider. Well, we'll see what they do. There's no point casting anything in response. Yeah, Griselbrand. So they actually want to take the Pact, I think. This is what they need to take. Good. If they take the Rider, it doesn't really matter. They just want to take one of these two. I guess maybe they just take the Rider. So this means we need another turn. They're going to take the Ponder. Okay, that's interesting. So we win. Okay, I think I stacked that Ponder well then. Definitely think that Ponder was a good was well stacked. So maybe I'm not as bad as I look. So we should be all good here. Or are we missing a card? Maybe I'm silly and we're missing a card somehow. No, we're fine, right? So we exile both of these to cast the Allosaurus Rider, 2 mana, Neoform. So let's attack with the Xantid Swarm. And I think we've got this. Through a Thoughtseize. Sweet. So, Pact first. Let's not make any mistakes. Thanks for the follow, Joshman54321. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Spirit Guide. Cast this, exiling the Manamorphose and the Worm. No one's scooped to the tutor yet. I guess you wouldn't really, because this is a new deck, so you kind of want to see how it works. Okay, let's try and do it. Yeah, we might not draw Shoal. No, I totally agree, but they might not know how the deck works, so you never know. So now we can Pact for Big Worm, exile it to a Shoal. Oh, you're probably right. Yes, you're definitely right there. That's really important. Yeah, I should be doing that. That's a very good point. So now, how are we doing? We're missing the Lab Maniac. I don't have any more worms in the deck, so we do have 2 Nourishing Shoals. We've got 3 Nourishing Shoals. Oh, you can probably just Pact for a guide, I think. How much mana have I got? 2, 3. I don't think it matters what I packed for, actually. I don't think it matters what I packed for. I'll play a land out, doesn't really matter. Play the petal out. Just trying not to make any silly mistakes. We actually have two guides. I guess I'll just get a guide. Where's it gone? Did I not have another pact somewhere? Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I don't actually have another pact. Okay, I actually don't. That's fine. So let's draw 7. We can Pact for something. Let's just get a Spirit Guide, I think. Need to draw the Lab Maniac. Exile a Chancellor. What's the thing on Twitter? Oh, nice. Burn is good fun. Okay, so we've just got this now. Let's find some more guides. Sorry, I'll try not to do this glacially slowly. I'm just trying to make sure I don't misclick on anything. Cast our Lab Maniac. I don't need to because I've got the Lab Maniac now anyway, so I can just draw a bunch of cards. Let's exile another dude. And do we have one more or do we not? So I can just put the... Yeah, we have got one more shoal, so we're all good now. Sweet. Sweet. Got the win. Oh, I could evolution into Lab Maniac, that's also true. Yeah. I was thinking about that, but I don't think we needed to. So, it's all good. Sweet. Okay, we'll run it back like that then. Don't need anything else. Alright, let's see if we can take this game. Take this third game would be sweet. It does make a change, I guess. And we're not doing too badly, even with someone as terrible as me. Callum, have you tried the Hard Truth command yet? You should definitely try it. I'm assuming the clip that's from this stream is probably from me punting. No. You have to put them together. There's no space. You have to go exclamation point hard truth without a space. This is a mulligan. We don't have anything going on here really. Oh, it's broken, is it? So still not really very keepable without any pieces, so I think this is probably still a mulligan. Which is rough against them keeping 7. We'll keep this. This makes it basically a mulligan to 4, but this is a bit better. And we'll put this on the bottom. Actually, no. Hang on. Let's think about this. Yeah, we'll put this on the bottom because this doesn't give us enough mana. So we need a mana source actually, and then we're okay. No, we got 2 mana sources. We need a green card. We need an Allosaurus Rider. We're a couple of cards off, but I think this is going to go on the bottom. Yeah, I think that we're not going to get there with this one, which is a shame. Okay, so now we're 1 away. Let's just double check again. So we can pact for Rider. Green card. We need a green card is all we need. A green card or a mana source, and we've got there. We can't win through a force, which they probably have. Yeah, if this had been a London Mulligan, we would have been destroyed, or we would have destroyed them for sure. That doesn't matter. So just any green card, and we can try and go off. They probably do have a force, but there's not much we can do about that. Yep, that's fine. So they're trying to find a Thoughtseize, I guess. Yeah, when doesn't Delver have a force? That's a good point. Appreciate everybody still sticking around for this though. It's been very fun. I think we'd probably do a better job streaming this another time as well. Now I've run through it once, I think I would make less of the silly mistakes. So we're going to get Thought Seized into Oblivion. Therapied. Ooh, okay. Game on. Let's see what they do. At least we don't get 2 for 1 anywhere. I wonder what they name. We're currently in round 4. We've got one more round after this. We're currently Elvish Spirit Guide. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I guess they're not sure what to name really, but we are stuck on mana, so this buys them a turn, and the problem now is they can flash us back and they know what's in our hand. So that was actually pretty rough that they hit. At least you know they're not stream sniping because they didn't name Neoform, and we would have had the win there as well. So if they didn't have a force, we would have been able to go off this turn, because this would have been the other green card. So we still need one more green card, because we've got 2 mana sources, 2 green cards. We actually need a mana source rather than a green card at this point. We need another mana source so we can get the Allosaurus Rider with this. So Allosaurus Rider or mana source does it. So we will wait. The question now is, do they sacrifice the Delver to get rid of the Neoform? Probably not. If they've got the force, they probably don't. Yeah, Daze as well sucks. I mean, let's be realistic. We're not going to win this game. They wouldn't have kept a 7 with Delver Therapy, and they probably found the Therapy off the Ponder. Like, I don't think we're winning this. They've not cast very many cards either, so they must have a force. Spellbomb. Nice Spellbomb. Yeah, the green pitches are bad as well because we have to pitch shoals. So we still can't win. Yeah, don't think we're going to get there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get there. Have the Bolt 2. We're pretty close though. If they hadn't hit with the Therapy, then I think we would have been all good. Why didn't they just Therapy Griselbrand? Is the real question. How funny would it be if they actually just didn't have force and we just draw a mana source this turn and win? That'd be pretty good. So we need a mana source, which we did get, so let's give it a go. There's nothing we can do other than try. And we get to keep one of the shoals, which is good. So we only get 7 draws, but we get to keep a shoal. So we can pitch this and this. I mean, if they just force this, we lose. They don't need to force it though, necessarily, if they've got a force in hand. So let's get our Allosaurus Rider. Let's cast this for mana. Yeah, if I draw Griselbrand I die. Or if I had done this turn. If they didn't force the first one, they don't need to force the second one. So we'll get a Spirit Guide, cast the Allosaurus Rider, exile the Evolution and the Shoal. I bet we just get dazed. I bet we just get dazed. I mean, they know the contents of our hand, I think, still, because of the therapy. They might not know about the second shoal. I think they probably don't know about this. I think that's it. Everything else they know about. So let's see if they actually do have some interaction, which they must do because they kept 7. Do you have it, opponent? My body is ready to be dazed. Okay. I guess this is like technically correct. Don't tell me they kept a 7 based off the back of Spellbomb. That would be funny. If they kept a 7 off the back of Spellbomb, then we could be in this. But I imagine they didn't. Yeah, there's the force. So good games. Good games. Unfortunately, my phone has run out of battery, so I can't click the dumpstered clip. So you're going to have to live without that. But look at this, though. Look at this. We haven't gone 0-2 in any of these matches, which is kind of nuts. So that's crazy, actually. So this round here, we should have won. So we should be 2-2. This we couldn't win against lands. We did make a mistake, but we also just got turn 1. No, I don't think we did. I think lands we didn't make a mistake. I think this was the match that we absolutely punted. This was the match that we punted out of the park. This one was close, really close. This one was really close as well. This one we would have won. We did win this one. I'm not going to play another one today. If anyone wants to donate for one tomorrow, you're more than welcome to. But I'm not. I can't play another one today. Yeah, that's true. We can definitely concede to our last opponent. That's very true. Yeah. I sometimes forget to do that on stream, I have to admit. I do sometimes forget to do that on stream, but when I'm playing myself, I always concede and I'm dead. But I always play the leagues out, because it's good practice. And at the moment, I don't have anything better to do, so it's fine. Well, thanks everyone that's still hanging around. This has been really good fun. Thanks, Callum, for paying for the league. Sadly, we didn't get to cash it. But it did take a little while for Bog Boys to get to the publishable status. So the first league with Bog Boys we went 0-5-0-10. The second we went 2-3 and we almost got a 3-2. We were really close. And then we managed to get 30th place in the challenge. So, you know, before you know it, this deck will be everywhere. I'm sure the next time we stream this, we can get a win. So for those that don't know, there is a YouTube link underneath. So you can catch. I'll upload this league to YouTube this afternoon, so you can watch it back if you've missed any of it. Bog Boys is on there. There's some more Grixis Delver with Nicol Bolas in much better leagues than the one we played today, which will also be going up, and the other stuff. Have I considered combining this with Bog Boys? I have not. It's probably worth considering. I'm trying to find a list that will work with Bog Boys with Contamination at the moment, which I think would be hilarious. Is there a good Bog Boys primer? Currently there is not, but I might make one just because it'd be funny. We will play first though. So, we have a Rider. We have a second mana source. This is really close. This might be a keep. 2 mana. We need 1 mana source. So we've got the Evolution. We can play the Rider. We're missing a mana source. This might just be a keep, honestly. If this Griselbrand was a mana source, we'd be all good. But I think this is probably worth keeping. Let's give it a go anyway. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to win the league. We're not going to cash the league. But I think we'll try this for the sake of trying it. Which seems to make sense, I think. And we will just... I think we'll pass without playing anything. Because I don't want to get this wastelanded. Like the only thing we can really play around at the moment is Wasteland, so we may as well play around it. And now they're going to be very confused by the keep 7 past the turn play. Thoughtseize is super rough, yeah. Now I think we'll concede because they don't know what we're playing. And I don't think there's a way... So if they take... Yeah, we can't draw one card that means we can win next turn, I don't think. I suppose if they take the Eldritch Evolution, we could draw Neoform. So that's... Yeah, the play patterns are great in this deck. So the only reason to not concede is if they take this and then we draw Neoform next turn. But I think that's so unlikely that it's better to just concede here, because we're much more likely to win on the play, and then we can also bring in some more Xantid Swarms. So what do we think? Try and stick it out or concede? Because they might just think that we've been stupid and skip through our first turn, I don't know. But I think it's worth scooping here, because you can basically only draw one card to win next turn, and they might well have a force anyway because they're blue. I don't really want to show them what's in our hand. I think I'm going to concede this one. Without accidentally clicking reveal hand. Alright, we'll try this. So bring these in, board these out, cut a Manamorphose, cut a Ponder is what we've been doing against blue decks, so that seems fine. Yeah, probably they will, but I think that's still fine because they don't know what we're doing and they won't know what to force necessarily. So this is probably still better than letting them see the hand, because to be honest, that hand contains every single bit of information they need to know. So this is probably still better. Oh, maybe we could have done. It didn't matter though, because we needed every single card in our hand apart from the Griselbrand. So we could have Noxious revivaled it back, but we wouldn't have been able to go off still, because we would have still been down a card. So we still wouldn't have been able to win there, if that makes sense. This is probably just... Is this a keep? 2 Xantid Swarm? No, we have to mull this. Yeah, so I see what you mean, but we wouldn't have been able to do it there. This also isn't a keep. Yeah, so kind of like all these turn 1 combo decks, you do just mulligan into Oblivion. I can't imagine what this would be like with the London mulligan. It would be so busted. I don't think this is a keep though. If this was a land, I think this would be a keep. What if they took the Griselbrand? It's a good question. Yeah. This is where it's not as good. I think we'll mull again, but we're probably not. I mean, we can't keep this hand. It just doesn't do anything. Like if we ponder, what do we even hit? Like this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. I still think we've got a better chance with 4. We'll keep this because we could just draw mana sources, I guess. Put that on top, I suppose. Play the Xantid Swarm. They're probably very confused at this point. I wonder what they think we are. Obviously they know we're combo. I mean, I think Belcher plays Xantid Swarm. I don't know what else plays Xantid Swarm. Storm can sometimes, so maybe they think we're Storm. That could be reasonable, I suppose. That's like pretty old school Storm tech. I don't know if that's played at the moment. Strix, doesn't matter. So we need a Neoform and an Allosaurus Rider. We're not actually as far away from winning as it looks like we are. If they don't have removal for this, so we got a green card. That's not a good draw. So let's pass the turn. I guess I should probably just cast a land grant because it gets cards out of our hand. Like we just need to try and draw the things that we need. So I think it's fine just to cast this now. Play a land. And go from there. They know what we're doing now, but it doesn't really matter. They might not know what we're doing. They can probably guess from this. So Liliana the Bear would actually be kind of rough here. Any Liliana, I suppose, would be, which is probably what we're going to see. Yeah, that sucks. It doesn't even matter what they do with this, I guess. If they tick up, we can bin something, we might be okay, but... yeah... not looking good for the home team. I guess we'll run back the Xantid Swarm play. There's like a crazy universe where we can draw our way out of this, but I think it's unlikely. Him, oh no, him plus Lily. Yeah, so we've just lost this then. We can't recover from this. There is no way. Because we never get anything in our hand again after this as well now, so they don't need to edict this because we don't have anything to do. So I think that's probably going to be it, folks. And it says 69 viewers on my view, so pretty good ending, pretty good ending number. Oh, jeez. So we would have ended up going 2-3 if we hadn't punted in one of the matches. So still not bad though. It's definitely been more competitive than I thought it would be. I mean, if we draw Neoform, we can't even do anything with it though. Like we can't. There's nothing we can Neoform this into because we don't have any 2 CMC creatures. So yeah, I think there's nothing we can do. We can't recover from this. Yeah, no worries. If this was Rider, then yeah, totally agree. And now they can surgical the shoal. That's pretty good. Alright, well I think that's basically it, I'm afraid. We can't recover from that, but thanks everyone for hanging around, that was really good fun. Thanks again to Callum for subbing the stream. So this is what we played. This will go up online this afternoon, this evening, so it should be uploaded before tomorrow. We played Grixis Control earlier, which didn't go very well either. But I think I probably won't stream tomorrow, I'll probably just stream again next week. Possibly on Monday, but definitely Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So if you want to come back and watch some more stuff, that'd be great. But thanks everyone for hanging around. And if you haven't already, check out the YouTube link. Drop a follow if you want to see when I'm going to go live. Thanks to the cheers and the support today. It's been really good fun. And I'll catch you all again soon. Cheers, everybody.